So, today I think I wanna do some more Arduino stuff. Let's just first start up everything. Yesterday, the last thing I did was the communication between the Minecraft server and the Arduino. Let's just start the server again. So then the Arduino IDE go to the serial monitor and just go with the starting of this. My chat, I saw that already someone wrote, but somehow I can't see it. Hello. Yeah. Hello. So I see, or do I see? Let's just reset the Arduino and let's see what I get as a response here. Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to do was I have to save the SSID into the configuration file. So let's just, I have it in MC, let's just see if the client ID. Now I have a question, should I do the password? Yeah, I think I've implemented it with a password, so I do it. I mean, why not? So the client ID and the password. And here it's not Wi-Fi, it's MC, host name, port, client ID, and here client password. Okay, then I will SID password is for the Wi-Fi. Okay. I will create a variable string MC client ID MC password, I guess. I think I got some messages. I first check them. Okay. So I get the MC client ID and the MC password. Now I save those both into variables. MC client ID, MC password, client ID and client password. Now I should receive an error because those two items are not in the config right now. I first have to write them on my SD card. And I get a whole other error. Why do I get an error? Because I wanted to save something as integer. So, I don't know how long I will stream today or tomorrow, but I think today I want to make the login to the Minecraft plugin, because the last thing I did on the server was, I think it's like 2 days or so since I did this with like the help, what is this plugin? Doorbell, help doorbell / client register command. Currently this is all in memory, and yeah, a few. Here I have got the password and the client ID, so I think I will register this if I have it in the array. Yes. So do I get an error? Client ID object could not be found in config. Yes. So then I will get this SD card. And I will write the configuration. it. Conf. Okay, this is the current configuration. I will add client ID and the client password, which is also an ID. Currently I don't know it because I just have it in memory, but I just go with this one. So then I will throw the device out. So then I get the SD card and plug it into the system and restart the Arduino and clear the console. Okay, I don't get any error message. That means it works. Great. So, I didn't want to do this here. So, then I can remove this from my to-do list, UUID in config. I now have the UUID in config, and I saw a base64 library. Base64 here. Which one should I use? Let's just Google which one I should use. Base64 library. Arduino. What's up? Hello, hello, hello. I think I will use the Django here because this is recommended by Arduino itself. So now let's find out how to use this library here. I have here, I hope, some examples. And code base64. But I don't want an unsigned int. I want like an signed. No. I think I want my string, don't I? Or does it just use a char array? Oh, string to base64 and base64 to string. Perfect. That's what I want. So I think I will get my package again. Where was the package? This wasn't this library. No, what did I have to write? No, I think I have deleted this. This was in the connect to server package. Very nice, yeah, very nice. A bit of coding. I do some project here. I don't know if you know what I'm working on. I don't think so because we didn't talk about this, but basically, let's see, I think in the in this one, in this stream, in the end I showed what I'm working on. Okay, basically, if you are on a Minecraft server, I think you don't have the sound, but it's good. If you're on a Minecraft server, let's just start. You have like a ring button and this thing here just makes a sound. That's basically what I'm doing since like 15 hours or so. Now I'm working on the part where I send stuff over the network. And I need a function to create this package. I have here the delimiter, which is a comma, a doorbell. Yes, a doorbell in Minecraft that triggers something real with this device here. But currently I'm not at the stage where I can test it because I rewrite all my code currently because the code I wrote was not usable or not good. Holy shit, lol. Yeah, so text to screen. Then I need string get or string net. I can't speak and write. create network package. How did I do it? Can I use like a list in C++? I think I'm the wrong screen right now. Can you code something like simple region market code? No, I don't do that kind of plugins right now. I do this one. How do I add something to a list? Change the value of the first. I don't want to change the value of the first. Add elements to list. Push front, push back. Okay, then I think I just want a list of string called segments. And I think for how do I loop over the list? You have a server right now. This is just a local development server I have. I'm running this here. This also hosts the TCP stream. And why is the color not green anymore? I think this resets the color. I don't hate Minecraft. But no public server, no. If that was the question. So for int I equals 0, I smaller than segments dot size I plus then just serial dot print line segments at the I, and then I think I just go to the not the loop, to the setup at the end of the setup, and just make how did I call the function? Create a network package, then I make a list just yeah, with some numbers so I know what I got. So let's then push the code to the Arduino. Let's see if I get something. No, I get an error message, of course. This was not declared in the scope. How does this list work? I need to include list. Apparently it's like a library. Let's see if this does the trick. Why does this not work? Let's just check if I can get something with the error message here. It's a pretty long message. Have a great night, my friend. Yeah, you too. Good night. And worky today, I think. Tomorrow. So. You're not using correct namespace. Okay, apparently I can use just a string array and this works. I'm just too Java fixated for this. Segments don't I have to use like count, or is this okay like that? Yeah, let's just see what I have in the console. An error, of course. What did I do wrong here? I have to make a dedicated array. Or can I do like something like this? Does this work? Not like this. Like this. Can I cast it? No, I can't. I just send date. data. Do I have to count? Segments and counts. Okay, that just ingest the data. I don't like Arduinos, so I just use this completely retarded code then. Standard library, do I have to include this? I think I asked this the last time, but no. This is also really complicated code. The create network packet is the usage. I can just steal it from here and then I paste it in here. Or I think I don't need to paste it. I can just use it, hopefully. Yes, I can build the project. Let's see what I get in return from the serial console. Start TCP connection. So nothing to chat, or do I just return it now because I didn't read what the package does? Yeah, I just returned it. I think I have to serial.println. So let's see what I get in return. Seems to be what I want. So then I just base 64 encode everything I want. Base 64 to string, no, string to base 64. Then just string equals. What does this function do? I don't think I need the length. I need the base 64 code. What? This library is confusing. Why can't I just like encode it and good? Is there a better library? Is this better here? Examples. Base 64 encode. This is not simple. Why do I need always the length? Can't the library do this for me? Why do I need an encoded length? I don't want to encode the whole length. By Adam Rue. This does not exist. But why all this length code? yeah, of course I need all this stuff. I don't know why, but the library wants it. So let's try to implement a function here. So encode and decode. Let's just hide this text here and then package plus equals string. Let's say base 64 encode this string. And now let's see what I get from the system. Of course, the library could not be found. How does it is called? base64.h. I think this is this one here. Alexander Electronics. Yeah, probably this one here. Let's see if this is the right one. What is wrong in here? Let's just use the easy way. So apparently there are mismatched types. Now it seems to work. I think this works now. So then I got here my network package and I can send this to the network, create network package. And then but I think I should name it encode network package instead of create network package. And then I will write like a function to decode the network package. I also steal this from here because this is too advanced codes for me. So decode package. Why do I need all this things here? Max segments. Why do you need a max segments? Yeah, just go this code. Why not? Encoded package. Decoded segments. So let's try down here. Encode network package. So encode is here. Then I make like a decoded version. Package. Why do I get the declarations in here? I expect 4 segments And here is like string res. It's 4. Yes, and then I will enter here the result, and here the encoded, and then serial print line result. Let's see if I get the right result back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, of course I don't. Let's just investigate this message. Huh. What is wrong here? Oh, of course I can print it, but no, that's not the... Ah, I now get it. I can't assign it here. That's of course true. Let's see. Because I just get the count back. No, it's not the... let's try 0. I think that was the mistake. Yes, it was, I think. So, okay, I get 1 back, that's true. But I think I might go for a little break. So now I can start over again, and I think I just found out why I have this number here. So now it's integer num equals the response here, and then I just serial print line, and then this number I get in return, and let's just say here 10, let's just say always like 10, and then it should return just the amount of arguments I receive, and then I can make checks because of all this arrays having fixed size issues. Yeah, just see what I get in return. The 1 was the number. No, the 4 was the number. I got 4, and I have here 4. If I get num minus 1, this is the last item. This is like the 3, so it should be 4. It should return 4 as a return. I still here. Hello. So let's see if we got 4. Yeah, I got 4. So that means the whole base64 package thing works. That's great. So now I can send the login package to my server. Login to TCP server. So the first thing I do is write something. Here I write the login package code. Okay, copy this here and craft my login package. Login package equals connector package. The first argument is login, then delimiter, then client ID, MC client ID, and MC password. I send this to the server in base64, and then print line. I print this login package because this is a string. I can do this. Then I client read. Now I have to look how I do the whole package thing. Should I handle this in a client read, or should I handle this in the code? I think it is not that great if I handle this in the code, because I have to do this on multiple cases, and then I have doubled code, and I don't like this. So response, no response, return login, okay, and then I just return the service response. Let's see what this whole thing does. Okay, I get the server response ABC, and I get my network package that works. Then I can go back to the Minecraft server and handle this whole login here. I think I save my registered client ID in main. Let's see. Current address and memory. Yeah, I make this on the plate in the future. So where's my main class? Here, registered hardware clients. Yeah, I think I just make it make myself easy and copy my configuration file code I have from my other plugins. Let's just see where I have this. I think I have this in the PvP plugin I developed once. PvP Minecraft plugin, here is it. So source, then just go to the main class, and here I have a custom config handler. I think I would just copy this one-to-one. Here's the normal config handler. This is for the normal Minecraft config, but I don't know if I need. Oh yes, I need this because this extends the normal config handler. this just creates its own config, and in this config I will write down all the data. So I just copy it. Let's new package, just call it config, and then the file is called config handler, and then I copy the whole default config handler in here. Yes, add it to the Git repository, and I just need the code, note the overhead. So do I need a main class? Yes, I need the main class. This is a doorbell. No, I don't need to have the main class here. Because I can get it. I get Java plugin dot get plugin doorbell plugin dot class dot get server dot get config. No, how do I get the config? Main dot get config. Is this a default Minecraft get config? I think that's the default Java plugin thing. Oh, the file configuration is not existing. So yeah, this works. Then I don't need the main. Is main save config. Just copy this here. This is to save the configuration file. Just read again, because this was written for me like 3 years ago, so it's probably not good. This adds a default value and then saves it. Let's just always use the this keyword so we know where we working, in which namespace. This.config. Then save configuration, this config, this config, this config, this. So in case I have any default value, I can just check if this value already exists in the config. Maybe I have to, no, it's a Minecraft function, so this should work. Copy defaults true. All this is handled by Minecraft Java plugin itself. Then I use, I think I call it custom config handler. Yes, custom config handler. And then I will copy myself the code. So this creates its own file, and I don't need a main class. No, I don't need super main. Maybe I need a super class, but currently not. Java plugin dot get plugin doorbell dot plugin. Then config. What's this do here? Maybe I have to write this dot config. Yes. No. Config. This is protected. It doesn't extend, of course. Extends config handler. Now this here works. Good. Then I need to include the IO exception. I need to get bucket. No, I don't need the bucket logger, because this is not supported anymore. I will just get the normal Java plugin logger I use. Here, get logger.info. This is the custom config handler. Dot warning. So fair to save. Custom fair to save config, and then the config name just like this dot name. Then stack trace. It's okay. Config save config file. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, then I can delete one more dependency. I don't need this It's better that I have a file and I have a name of the file. Let's have the name. I create a new config file and save the config into the default config here. That seems to be good. So how do I now make this config stuff? Load configs. Config PvP config. I just make here a config in the main class doorbell plugin. I think this is all above. Private custom config handler. Doorbells. Create default config. Not config. Let's just go here and say doorbells config equals new custom config handler, and I call it doorbells YAML. Do I need a YAML? No, I don't need. This will be added by my code. Or is it? I forgot. Yes, it will append the YAML at the end. So here in the main, where is my main class? Here's my main class. I create now this doorbells config, and it should now write a plugin folder with this doorbell name. Great. So then in the main class I make a getter, get doorbells config. Do I need to? No, I don't need to. I think I can just delete this whole thing here. No, it's not doorbells. It's hardware. Let's call it hardware client storage. Get hardware client storage. HW clients. I know it's not like the best way to do this with like the config file, but I just need a YAML file, and I have this config handler, so I use it. Good. Then I can delete this code. Register comments, register events, disable. That looks good to me. So then I have my getter, and then I can go into the register comment, and instead of just doing this here, I do Java plugin. Let's get plugin doorbell not remove. Why should I remove it? Dot get client storage dot dot set. I think I have no idea, but I think at the end I should just save it. Dot save. And the set function, how does it exactly work? Just sets a path and an object. The path is, I think, just the UUID, and that's the UUID, and then get the password. It's client ID. Can I just set it to nothing? No. How do I set? It's client ID. Should I just set the password? I'm just lazy and set the password here. So let's just run this whole thing here. And of course I need on boot something that reads it out of the config. I go back to my main class. Oh, not just yet. I just first want to try if it works. Reload confirm. Okay, I think I have to restart the whole server because something of my network code still crashes the whole server. Slash client register. Now registers myself a client. Go to plugins, doorbell, hardware clients, YAML, and I have my UUID and I have the password. And if it's in this file, it should work. Wait, do I even need? No, I don't think I need this double. I don't need the double plugin. I don't need this registered clients list, and I also delete the doorbell thing because the config alone should be enough to relate the problems. Yeah, I know that's what I want to fix. Dot get hardware client storage dot. No, I think I don't have to loop over it anymore. Let's just delete all this code here, and then I get the hardware client storage. How close are you to getting done? I don't have a clue. That's the beautiful thing of all this. No, I really don't know. Am I too slow for you? Client equals this one here dot get string player dot get unique ID to string if client equals 0. This is now the password, so I should password. No, just check if the client exists. No, you're fine. Yeah, I know. For this small of a project, I'm way too long. It's all way too long. So where was I? I loop all over the clients, then I print you already have a client. Okay, that was I think it was easy. I don't know yet. And then return false because it's now just wondering. Yeah, I always get new ideas on how to do the things other than I did before. This is a learning project for me, and I want to learn stuff, and I learned a lot about the Arduino stuff here, and made it better and better. Yeah, I know in the first stream that was like 2 hours, I got a working prototype of this thing, and it was like finished for somebody. But now I'm doing all this stuff just to amuse myself, I guess, or to make myself feel pain or something. So if the client exists, I just send this message, then I generate a new ID, and here I should save it. Before I saved it in this list here. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Let's just see build artifacts, build. If this works, I wonder. Let's see. Just delete the whole plugin folder because we don't need it. So start. I mean, I need to do the whole sign thing, and I don't even handle right now the the ringing. That's, I think, the most important thing on the server. But yeah, take it slow. You already have a client. Why do I have a client? System out client. Reload. Does it reload? No, the server just crashes somehow. I need to figure out why this happens. I don't want to start the server all the time. But yeah, if I can now register my client, and I don't know why I have to register my client, because yeah, I don't care, I just registered. So, client registered. I have already a password, but it is null. If client equals null, then I send this message, but it is null. It is null. Dot get string. Get string. Nullable, so it should return null if there's no string. I don't think this is possible. No, this is not possible. Dot is empty. Let's just start it all over. Yeah, that's the problem. If I have some working version and I'm not 100% sure about it, I just redo it. Why not? Register client. Okay, that's progress. Null pointer exception, of course, but it is null, but it doesn't fire. If client equals null, then go into this loop, else sound, hey. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it is not null because I want to know if it does not have an account. Yes. So start. I think if I'm finished at this project, I have some school projects to do, and I think I could stream them also. Let's just see. So I can register it, and now I can't register it anymore. That's good. So I have it one time, and let's see if they're in the configuration file, plugins, doorbell, HTTP clients, and it is in here. That's good. Let's just sneakily copy this code here, and I have it on the SD card. Oh, I just need my SD card. So, and see if I can upload this to the config file. Editor. So this is my new password. So then I checked the drive safely. because of Windows. So let's just reboot the Arduino. But I think I'm pretty near. I shouldn't have said that, I now realize, but probably in the next big stream I will finish it. Don't mark my words, but I try my best. So I get ABC from this TCP. It's a client handler here. To client ABC. Here I write ABC. Here I must handle if it's login. I did this here. And I think I need a handler for this TCP packages here to package them correctly. So I don't need the text to screen function. I don't need the client read, or maybe I need the client read later. I don't need this one. I don't need this one, and certainly I don't know. Need the config thing, the init things, the setup I need. The ring thing I don't need. Yes. Then the login. Print line login package. If response client read, if response equals no. So here I get the response. Later I need to like code this back, but I can start on doing the server's code now. I would just code this in basic text here. So then I have the segments. I split them from the data, and the separation is by comma. I think the default is comma, but I don't quite know it worth information here. Yes, the default is not comma. Okay. If HW client, do I still have an HW client class? Hardware client, it has an ID and a password. I have an ID and a password, so this seems to be, but I don't save it here anymore. And if I use it, I don't need the password. I just need the ID. I think this was exactly the code I did once, and it didn't work out for me, but let's just see if it does today. So where is the client handler? Here. So HW client equals null. Segments. First I parse the response. I think I can get away with just doing this once, because this is the loop where it always goes through. So now I have the segments. Now I loop over the segments. For segment in segments, segment equals. Now I need the base 64 encoding. Base 64 dot get. No, I need decoding, not encoding. That was the mistake I did last time. Dot decode segment. Dot to string, maybe? No, this is redundant. Call to string on array. Oh, of course. No, bytes in array. Oh, I need dot get bytes. No. What's string equal to string equals space 64 get decoder. Oh, it's a byte array. Sorry for that. I need to just make it a string. Segment equals no. Aha, that's why I need the iterator thing. But just like to be lazy, for int I equals 0. Int I equals 0. Segments of length. Then segment I equals segment I dot segments I. I don't know if this works, but let's just try. Segment 0 maybe. This should be login, then this should be the user ID, and this should be the password, and then I write this code back. Then restart this whole server. And when this works, the login should be, yeah, done. So, why did I get a ding? Windows, what are you doing? So, waiting for new clients. My client already has connected. Successfully connected. But when was it? Just for security. Restart the whole thing. And now I have this, and this. This works. Great. And I think I would just disable the color here. Because I can't read it right now. But the base64 encoding and decoding seems to work. Then here, I will check if no hardware client, if hardware client equals no, then user is not logged in, or not users, it's client is not logged in, and then here I just return, oh no, continue, because it is a loop, and I continue to client loop. And in here, the segment 1, if it's not login, return, just no login here, and here like I should disconnect it or something. And I should I return? Should return the whole loop. Just this dot disconnect. Why not? I'll play Gorilla Tag. I'll have you stream in background. What's Gorilla Tag? It's a game, apparently. Interesting. So, this is just a debug message. This disconnect. Maybe I write something back. To be fair, it's a login. Oh, I need to decode it. I think I need some form of helper, but for now I just make it private encode package encode network package. Here I need a string array of segments, private string encode package, then string results equals nothing, then return results. Now for each segment, res equals base64.get encoder dot encode to string. Is encoding that easy? No, I need to get bytes for some reason. Why can't all these libraries just do it themselves? I mean, it could be so easy. So encode network package login, and then use string array. Yeah, that's how Java does it. Login not okay. it's not login, it's login, not okay. Then I got myself the password and the client ID. Then I print myself the password and the client ID. And then I checked if the password is correct. But today I make this a bit different because I have the config file. So, and here I just write for now like login acknowledged. Let's just see if this code runs for some reason. But my Arduino is somehow really fast. I don't know why. Connect, but I don't get something into chat. That's not good. No response or timeout during login. That's not good. Client read. It returns nothing. And the server returns it something. It returns something. It returns. Wait, how did I return it? Just print line and print or no print line. Oh. Okay, I get something and then I continue the loop, of course. So that's intended behavior. Working acknowledged. That's the second time I go into the loop. And here I don't need this anymore. Can space out this a bit. Then rebuild this plugin again, the 400th time. So start connection. Successfully connected. What do I get back? Currently nothing. Let's just push new code onto the Arduino. Oh, I get something in response from the server. Do I already decode it? No, I don't decode it right now. That's good, I think. Is it good? I don't really know, because I should get a comma in between. That's not good. What do I send? Login not okay. Let's just print it for myself, so I see what I sent exactly, if this matches with the output I receive. Yeah, of course I don't log in a second time. That's why I don't get a new attempt. And code network package. This is all I sent. And here I got somewhere a decode? No. Decode is this here. resulted string append segment. Oh, I don't add a comma. If I need an int I equals 0 segment I don't get bytes. If I equals, if it's the last item, or it's not the last item, then res dot append comma. So then I try to log in again. Did I already get it here? Let's see. Oh, now I get it with a comma. Now I just have to decode this package. Where's the login? The whole decoding was made like this. Client reads. Results encoded. This is the response here. I should see 4, but I just make 10 because it should work like this. Response res. No. Package length, and this is the package 0, package 1 should be an acknowledged or not acknowledged. Just say if package 0, first check if p length greater or equals to 2 or not equals to 2, serial dot print line malformed login package, and then return. So, and then if package 0 not, you know what, and package 0 not equals to login, if package 1 not equals to acknowledge, then just say wrong credentials, and here I know I'm okay, so I just say here like all okay, login worked. Let's try to push this. All okay, login worked. I got a server response of acknowledged. That worked perfectly. So here I know I'm logged in. You know what? I think I make the login to TCP boolean. Return false, return false, return false, return true. And then I prefix these things here. Login. Error in the login. Success message. All worked. Good, and then I can go into this here, and then if it didn't work, so just while one. Good, and from here on, everything is okay, and I can go into the loop. Now I have to look if I can receive the ring package. Because here I know everything is okay and I am logged in. So I just make this here. I just can copy like the code from here. Response out, time out. Then I read myself a package. I get the package length. If p length smaller than 1, return and just say like 0 dot print line. Now, error, loop, malformed, package. And here I just check if package 0 equals to the ring. Then ring. It's basic, but it works probably. Just make like here ring, return. It's just an old return here. Oh, here I forgot a semicolon. Let's just build it again. I have to. So we got here also a semicolon. sponsor timeout. Okay, that's not good. Why do I receive something? I should not receive something. Where's the client reads? I think I know why this is happening. Just say continue because it is not an error, and I think I can just delete then the check here. Oh, I don't have it here. Here, this check. I think I can just delete it. Let's see if it still works. Okay, I don't get anything now. That's good. I don't know if I sent the correct ring signal, but I just look what happened. No, I don't think it sends anything valid back. No, of course not, because I think the whole listeners are not right. The last time I tested this was so long ago. Listeners on player click doorbell button. Oh yeah, this is so old. The click button, then if it enters a button, yeah, then get the face up. Is there a sign? It should be sign. Yes, it should be a sign. Get lines. If the first line reads doorbell. I mean the first line reads doorbell. Or maybe this event is not even fired anymore. I'll just make some debug print statements. Because at least I want to get this ringing working today. The whole registering thing can be done another day, but I want to get it working again, because that's the main reason I do all this plugin stuff. I just found something. This whole login should be executed while connecting to the TCP server. Because if I lose the connection, I'm not logged in anymore. Connect to TCP server. Here I should log in. But if the login files, I can just go into while true. That's completely okay. Because if I have the wrong password, I have the wrong password for good, so I should not try it again. Or did I just black hole myself? I think I did. Because I don't see. Oh no, successfully connected. I mean, it is really slow, but. Successfully connected, log into TCP server. I don't get a package from the server. Let's just restart everything and see if this helps. Oh, okay, login worked. Okay. Oh man, I hate Windows. So what happens? Why am I always here? Is the location not safe? Okay, 1, 2, 3 and hardware. Um, 1, 2, 3 and the username, but somehow it does not ring my doorbell. Oh, because I just tried ring and I can't do anything with ring. Maybe I just have to give myself an information what I sent, or if I send something. Here. Package 0. Yeah, it's just package 0. Write it here, and then for now I think I can just make this public. Well, I'll already send it. Then TCP server, no. Client handler, no. On player click. Print. Static. Yeah, I just create encode and decode helper. Base 64. No. Package helper. Client handler here. Just delete it. Package helper. And make it public static function. Then delete this here and go to this class here. Package helper. Why doesn't it find it? Oh, it's written wrong. Package helper. Package helper. Because it's the same package, it just works without including it. Great, then I just steal that code and go into this code here. No, not this code. I need into the on-player click thing. Encode package, I just make ring, and here I will write like the username. Notice the username I have to ring too. And here I need to like look up of the UUID. Look up to do look up of UUID. Maybe I just write the name and yeah, I make this like this. I change it a bit. So UUID of no username of clicker, and then here the name of the site. Lines 0. Now I should write this whole text to the Arduino. Let's just see if it works. If I click the doorbell button, if something goes back. Why am I always here? save it. Maybe the position is then here. I don't get a response. Let's see what the Arduino sees. Of course, nothing. Let's just... Oh, yeah, I know why. Because it didn't connect, of course. All worked. So, what happens when I press this? Okay, I think the sound is a bit fucked up. And I forgot that this was twice. Let's just plug out this here because it is pretty late at night. So, but we can see the LED. Okay, that's great progress. But currently it just calls all the doorbells, and I just want to call the doorbell of the person that rang the door. Good. And now I want to make display the username and the name of the doorbell. And of course, not listening just for all buttons, just listening the doorbell buttons that are registered doorbells. Or maybe I don't have to register doorbells because I can just look up the username and see if, yeah, this one makes more sense. So I save myself some unnecessary coding with config files, and I can just do it on the go. So then on the client register command, I work with the username and not with the UUID here. Client ID string username equals player dot get user not get name. Okay, then here in the config, username set. Can I set like a subarray? Minecraft config set array. No, set object. Set object, because I want like an object with username and password. Set like a path. How should I do it? I want it like is like player name, and then here does YAML support something like this here? No, this is JSON. Just search how YAML handles this. Yeah, just be like this, player name, and then down here it should like have an entry of the ID and ID. Why could I? ID and pass. How do I do this? I think I did this somewhere. Yeah, this is an other plugin. This is my whole server plugin I did also a YouTube video about it. Back to craft server plugin. No, 2022. This is way too old. Or was it this? No, I think it was this. IO config. Yeah, I have the same custom config handler. And here somewhere I did like spawn comment. Set spawn comment. And I think in here BTC spawn set is permission. Config. How did I do the whole spawn thing? Spawn handler. I get the config if contains root path spawn does not exist. Oh, how do I? do I set location? Here I get the get locations config, yeah. Then I save all this thing here. Then I make myself a location. Then config set. And then what is person as the config root path? And then world. So dot world equals I get it. I think. String dot format. It's like username dot client ID is the password, and here the username is username, and username dot password equals username. Let's just see if this works. I'm not 100% sure if the config can create its own root. Refactor, no, refactor build, artifact build. Then I just take this configuration plugin file here, delete it. Of course, I have to first stop the server. Delete it. Then I have to let my cat out. What does currently use this here? Then start it up again, and now it should save myself in the config. I say okay, now I can save it multiple times, so that means it didn't work because it is null. Let's see, did it write something? It did write something. Oh no, it worked. But it wrote my password 2 times. First is user ID, no client ID. But yeah, I know the mistake because here I check for the wrong thing. Get name, and I don't need the .toString function here. Let's just run it again. Close the server and start it again. I think I need some kind of a shortcut to make a bit of a faster launch. Good. Now if I register everything, we have already a client. Great. Then if I go into this file, I don't know if the server currently uses this file and I can't delete it. No, I can delete it, but it is in storage, of course. Yeah, because at the beginning I opened the file and then close it. That's why I didn't use it at the time. Okay. Now register. I get my register file, and now I says I can't register it anymore. Good. Now I copy myself this ID. Oh, I don't want to do this on the. Oh, I think I have to do this on the card because I didn't save the old one, and I don't have clipboard history enabled. So just a new client pass, and the ID should be the same. Client ID is not the same for some reason, because it is still the password. But client ID should be this one, because this is my Minecraft UUID. Client ID, just the client ID password, it saves the password. Does it work now? Because otherwise it's not good. You have I forgot to delete the plugin folder. Close, repeat, then stop server and start server. Good. Let's see what's in the file. This looks like my Minecraft UUID. Let's just check it online. I know I could just do it on a plugin, but no. Yeah, default, it's my UUID. Good. Here I have like on player plays doorbell sign. Yeah, I think I need this code. So I can make the character checker. But how do I know if I click the button? Or should I save it in the config? I mean, it's not hard work to save it in the config. Yeah, let's just save it in the config. Let's go here. In my no, I don't need the main class. Hardware client storage. Let's create another custom config. Doorbell storage. Then I create this config. Doorbells. Doorbell storage. Then I need getter get doorbell storage. This dot doorbell storage. An S here. Get doorbells storage. Then when I create the doorbell sign, which is the user, which is the user, Java plugin dot get plugin. This dot get doorbell storage dot. How do I check if I just know. You know what? I don't need this whole name thing here. And I don't need that. No, I don't need this. Yeah, I need this, but I don't need. Yeah, just on player place double sign. Just delete this anyway. And in the main class, doorbell plugin, don't register this event. And in the main class, I don't need the doorbells config. Don't need it. Yes, I just need the hardware storage. Then in the on player, click the button. I just check if it's existing, and then I search if a hardware client with that ID has connected. Private, or I have this in the TCP server, I think. TCP server clients. No, I don't have it. In here, client handlers. I had to go over each client here. How do I tie this to each other? How should I go on? Currently it goes over each client in TCP server. I think I have to do this. Get clients is here. Do I store the hardware client in this clients? Do I have a .get client? No. Get. No, this is the list of the clients. Client handler. In the client handler code, I have the hardware client. And do I set the hardware client? No, I don't. This.hw client equals new hardware client. I don't need the password. I just need the ID. And is there a getter for hardware client? No, it's not. Get. Oh, it's there. No. What's the client? That client is a socket. Get HW client. Good. Where was I? Here. If this, no, if client dot get client dot get a dot get HW client dot get ID dot equals oh, I need the username. Maybe I just have to rename this whole client ID to username. Oh yeah, I need the register. Now I got myself the reason why I did this, because of the password. MC username. cheat myself a bit. MC username. Then hardware client. It's not an ID, it's a username. Oops. Username. Get username. Then in a client register comment. Client ID. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore because I have a password. Username. Successfully registered hardware client. Can I use \n? Let's just see if this works in test. Text. What do I have to? How do I do this? This is different messages. Okay. New client. Text component message. Message with extra. Just say send message. What is here? Yellow. Is deprecated? Yeah, I don't care. Then I send the client component. I know what I don't need this, just use it as it was. Username. Cannot resolve symbol username. Username. Ah, I wrote it wrong. Successfully registered to hardware client. Hardware client for your username. Or just make the password. User client, and here with password. Don't need the label anymore. Add extra. What does it extra exactly make? Okay, yeah, seems to be fine. So, do I have an ID left here? No. Then in the config cannot, no, there's nothing here. Doorbell. I don't need this anymore. And the listeners. Do I have here some of the ID? Hardware client that get username that equals username. I don't need the lookup anymore. Good. Client handler. Is there something of the user ID here? I don't think so. Or is it client ID? Yeah. I don't need this anymore. With username, and then I'm logged in. And here I don't think I need something. I just send an acknowledged signal. That seems fine. Package helper, no. Here definitely no. This is just server code. And then here I have an error, probably because of this one. No. What is the error? Here, missing. So here, let's try again. It loops over each client, then it checks if the username exists, and else, or let's do it like a guard clause. If the username does not exist, Can I do return? No. Continue. No. I need a real for loop for like HW hardware client HW clients in this dot TCP server dot get clients. Or what is this here? What is this client? Client handler. Client handler. For each client handler, let's copy this code here. Let's delete this here for client handler. Okay, I check every client handler, and here I know I have the right client handler. And then client handler dot, oh, I can just ring it from here. Great. And then here I can write to the user. Player, no, event dot get player dot send message successfully rang the doorbell. Username clicker is clicker is player dot, I can delete the last line here. Event dot get player dot get name. Is there one too many or one too less? Oh, it's this here. I set a package ring with the username of the user call doorbell. Where is there a mistake? Is it in here? No. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Okay. And else. Oh no, here I need to ring. Just return without anything. Here I ring, and here I just send there was no doorbell found for the user as that then username string dot format. Why does it not want to use the username? Oh no, it have one of these two less. Build artifact build. So if this works, it's crazy. Let's just see. So let's reconnect the Arduino. Maybe the login now fails. It could be. Let's see. Let's just restart it again. I didn't see nothing. Okay, apparently it looks like it worked. There was no doorbell found for the user hardware. I have registered. am connected, I think. It says I am connected and the login was successful. Here I am connected and it says the login is okay. Then if I press the doorbell, no doorbell found for the user. Let's investigate. System out, GitHub account, good username. So I get my hardware client, but it is an ID. Oh yeah, of course I still sent the ID. I think I didn't push this code. And I need to write the SD card for username because currently I don't have a username, I have the client ID. Client ID, yeah. Username. Oh, and I currently don't check the password, which is also not the best idea, I think. This should be done in the registering client. Register, no, and the client handler. Yeah, I just ignore the password for some reason. Wait, currently I just check if there's a login and then I grant the login without ever checking if I'm in the list and if it is in the list. Great security here, just the best. So then I rebuild this whole artifact and let's go back here where I set it to the username. Let's just push the code. Hopefully the Minecraft server starts faster than the Pi. The Pi. Arduino. Login, all okay. Oh, I hate it. Wow. Great disconnect with me. Let's see, maybe I can do the whole check if it's in the list in under 5 minutes. Here in the client handler. Okay, here, Java plugin, get plugin, doorbell.class dot get hardware client storage. For what is stored in this hardware client storage? Oh no, I just have to get. String clients equals. Can I just check if it exists in there? Config handler, get int, get double, get string, delete, get set. I think I did this in this other plugin too, somewhere. If config.contains, not exists, contains. If get hardware storage dot config.contains. Is this not in the custom config? No, it should be. It is not in here. Let's see, custom config. No, normal config. Oh, I made some more code in my other plugin for it, so let's just get this code here. Custom config handler. No, it's the normal config handler. Yeah, I added the get double, delete, and get contains. Java plugin. Let's get plugin. Doorbell plugin.class. So that we've not made. That's good. One related problem. Extends config handler. What is happening? I think I just use my old one and just add the contains. I wrote this at the bottom, so I think it's just an aftermath here. Dot contains username. If it not contains the username, no login, no username. Here, not okay. And if it contains it, I can get string dot format. As dot password, and the person access the username. Let's see. Password equals this whole thing here. It's an object get string. If password is not equals this one, I can just send this. Okay, and if this all matches, it should work fine. Good. Let's restart it, hopefully a last time for today. Wrong credentials. What do I get here? Nothing, right? Was it right? No, wrong credentials in chat. It's here. Error login, wrong credentials, password wrong. Let's just see the password I'm receiving and the password in the config. one is the password from the user and one is the password from the config. Maybe they are wrong, I don't know. Let's restart it the last time for today. I know it, because my code always works, except today. Password wrong. One is just printing my Minecraft UUID. Is this the password from the config or the password from... let's check the config again. Is this correct here? Or do I have the client ID still? Let's just delete this whole YAML again. Let's see, when I register it, it should not write the client ID. Let's just do all over again. Why is it so slow recently? Flash client register. I got now my registrants with this password here. Then I take my SD card, like I normally would on a new installation. Here, the config. Then I write my username and my client ID. Of course, the password. Okay, everything seems to work as expected because the password was wrong. It was my UUID. And I don't use this anymore because, yeah, just because there's no reason. Now, then I connect. All okay, login worked, yeah. And now, grand finale. Great. I can now log in, and just if I'm logged in correctly, I will get my information or my ringing. But that's good, that's good, that's good. That means I can do another push. I could bash. Best commit message ever. Okay, why is it not here? Three days ago, what did I do? Oh, I was in the wrong branch, of course. Okay, I did something today. So, then the basics for library. Then I need some set of... Yeah, I think the only thing that's left to do is the display. Then the error message, error handling. Yeah, that's it. So I think, don't mark my words, but I think the next stream I will finish this. Then I will make a YouTube video. I will make a short and then I finish this project and archive it on GitHub, and then start something new, probably like a school project. I have multiple school projects open. One is like what was it? I always forget. I mean, it's due in 1 week, but I don't care. It is like a Windows application with C# and .NET. It's like some encryption stuff where you encrypt data and you can see it. And so then the other thing is a really, really big project. It's also due in like, a month. It's a whole sell and buy motorcycle website with everything, with login, with all the cool things. Yes, that needs to be done. And I think there's more projects. A mobile app I have to do, just like also do in a month. Then a lot of projects I have to do, and I think I will stream some of them too. But yeah, I think this was all the tasks I can and will do today. Yes. Exactly. Bye.